US101 in the Gospel Road, Amy Lambert, and God's Gonna Fix It, I Know. Good morning, it is 7:07, 7 minutes after 7 o'clock. You might remember that song a few months ago, a group called One by One. That was their first single release called God's Gonna Fix It, I Know. And there you go, you have it by Amy Lambert, and God's Gonna Fix It, I Know. A lot of folks, well, it seems like a lot of folks are doing songs that other folks have done. Well, anyway, I want you to be listening coming up on December the 29th. Mark this down on your calendar, December 29th here on the Gospel Road. We'll count down the top songs of 1996. All the songs have been popular in the past year. You will hear the top 40 songs of 1996 here on the Gospel Road. We will count them down from number 40 all the way to the number one song of 1996. You'll be listening for that. Mark that down on your calendar. We already have begun work on that, and that will be on December the 29th. We'll count down your favorite gospel songs of this past year and talk about some of those songs in a very interesting program. A lot of folks are interested in it. And a lot of folks tape that program that morning because it's all the best songs, and you always hear it right here on US 101 here on the Gospel Road. Coming up for you a little bit later on this hour, your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 7th Annual Thanksgiving Night Singing at the Lee College Conn Center Auditorium in Cleveland, Tennessee. It will be on Thanksgiving night, which is November the 28th this year. The Kingsmen will be there, the Inspirations, the Perrys, and the Singing Cooks. The concert begins at 7:30. I have free tickets to give away, and of course we'll play gospel music trivia. Now then, if you don't know how to play, I'll quickly tell you how to play gospel music trivia. Here's all you have to do. You either can ask me a question about gospel music. It can be anything you want it to be about, anything about gospel music. Whether I get the question right or whether I get it wrong, whether I answer it right or wrong, you will still win the free tickets to the Thanksgiving night singing at the Conn Center. And now then, if I ask you one and you miss the question, then I will go on to the next caller and give them a chance to answer that question. So you'll be listening a little bit later on this hour. You will hear a bonus record. In about 10 minutes from now, I'll tell you what that bonus record is going to be, okay? And coming up for you next year on the Gospel Road, I got music for you by Perfect Heart and The Well. That's next here on US 101.
State your name and occupation, please.
My name is Jean, and,
Don't be shy. Come on, say it.
I'm a genius.
With an IQ of 180, you bet you are. Jean, how does someone like you decide where to bank?
Well, first, I take the monthly fee, multiply that by 12, divide that by the number of checks I write, plus the cost of printing new checks.
Jean, what if you could get free checks, unlimited check writing, and no minimum balance, all for one low monthly maintenance fee with Smart Choice Banking from SunTrust?
Excuse me, unlimited check writing, free checks, no minimum balance.
Well, you've got all three things.
Smart Choice Banking from SunTrust.
Well, what do you think?
I think they're the genius.
You don't have to be a genius, but it never hurts to be smart. Sign up for Smart Choice Banking from SunTrust today and pay no monthly fee until January 1st, 1997. Be smart and be ready for life with SunTrust, member FDIC.
Hi, y'all. This is B.J. Barkley, Chief Financial Officer of the How's Your Mom and Them's Cafe in the beautiful Smoky Mountains of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Lord, those Winterfest lights are just a twinkling away. People from all over are coming to town. But here's a little secret. Come during the middle of the week. Lots of the hotels and motels charge lower rates then, and you'll see the exact same show at the theaters on a Thursday as you would on a Saturday. Whoops, table 5 needs more grits. Bobby Ray, you give him the scoop.
Plan a midweek Winterfest getaway to Pigeon Forge and save on accommodations. See the lights, go shopping, take in some holiday shows, and be sure to visit Dollywood Smoky Mountain Christmas. For more information, call 1-800-WINTERFEST.
You know, last Saturday, Eddie at the gas station added 3 more states to his license plate list, but things really slow down midweek. So stop by your Mom and Them's Cafe. We're serving up the best food this side of the road in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. By the way, today's special is Pigeon Forge pot roast.
Imagine this. You've lost your job. You lost your home. You have no family. No one who cares, except US 101. Hi, this is the Bearman.
And I'm Ken Hicks. Each year there are more and more homeless people on the streets of the cities all over the Tennessee Valley, and it's something a lot of us couldn't even dream about.
But for others, being homeless is a reality. And that's why, once again, we've joined forces with the ladies of the ESA sorority for the 5th annual US 101 Hats for Hope.
It's a perfect way to help make this a warmer winter for the homeless of the tri-state area, and all you have to do to participate is join me, along with the Bearman, at the Burger King on Highway 58 this Monday from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m.
If you have any hats, coats, or gloves that you'd like to donate, just bring them by and drop them off. We'll take care of the rest.
Last year, we were amazed when you helped us raise over 2 tons of clothing, and we know we can count on you to do it again.
So join me and Ken Hicks this Monday from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Burger King on Highway 58 to help raise Hats for Hope with Chattanooga's hot country favorite, US 101.
barren waste without a taste of water. Cool, clear water. A woman came into the well, that water she might find. Beside the well she met a man, to her he was so kind. She said, I've come for water. Then he called to her by name. This day I'll give you water, and you'll never be the same. From this well came a stream of living water that can cleanse the heart and set the spirit free. From this well came a perfect healing fountain that can satisfy and meet our every need.
Came unto the well, for water I did search. Beside the well there stood a man with water for my thirst. I said, I've come for water. Then he called me by my name. He gave me living water, and I've never been the
From this well came a stream of living water that can cleanse the heart and set the spirit free. From this well came a perfect healing fountain that can satisfy and meet our every need. From this well came a perfect healing fountain that can satisfy and meet our every need. No matter how big or small, just take your burdens to Jesus, and then you will find He's got the solution that works every time. So take your burdens to Jesus, and then you will find He's got the solution that works every time. He's got the solution that works every time.
US101 and the Gospel Road, your Sunday morning place to be for your favorite gospel music. That is the Hollander Brothers. That's the fellas that I sing with. And the song is called I've Got the Answer. I want to say a big special thanks to all the folks at the Union Fork Baptist Church last night. We were part of their benefit singing last night. Had such a wonderful time. Those folks were so nice. Had such a good time with the other groups we sang with, the New Seekers and Southland. What a wonderful time we had last night. Thanks to all the folks at the Union Fork Baptist Church for making the Hollander Brothers. And little Kenny Hicks feels so welcome last night. We had a wonderful time. And thank you for inviting us. It is 7:19, 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Evangelist Jeff Stanford from Albertville, Alabama, will be in revival at the Boynton Church of God. Those revival services will begin this morning and will continue through the week. The church is located at 1956 Three Notch Road, 1/2 block south of Battlefield Parkway, near Ringgold. I think you would, if you were exiting from 75, you would take the first left. There's a favorite market over on the right. You just hang a left, and the church is just a couple of hundred yards down on the right side of the road there on Three Notch Road. If you need some more information, you can dial 937-6300 or 861-9487. A few traffic problems you need to be aware of, and look at Chattanooga's weather forecast coming up for you next here on US 101.
Ted, it's me, Sally. I'm driving around Chattanooga with Barbara. I'm calling from her car phone, and there's no long-distance charges. Can you believe it?
Bell South Mobility doesn't want you to pay for cellular long distance anymore.
That's nice, dear, but I'm trying to feed Nikki, and no, don't stick those beans up your nose. Oh, I have to go.
That's why we're giving customers in Tennessee statewide local calling automatically.
Hello?
Ted, you're not going to believe it, but we're all the way in Oak Ridge, and there's still no long-distance charges.
Really? That sounds... Nikki, keep the bucket in the tub. Don't pour that out. I have to go.
So no matter where you go or where you call in Tennessee on your cellular phone, it's all at your local rate.
Sally, where are you?
Knoxville?
Aren't you ever coming home?
Get on the road with Bell South Mobility. Call 1-800-318-8090 or come by today and find out about our exciting new offers. Bell South Mobility. Count on it. Certain restrictions apply.
It's another Lewis Co-auction. Saturday, November 23rd at 11 a.m. This time, the gavel falls on the property of Mr. and Mrs. Dan Lee. Approximately 50 acres. Tracts or whole property are on the block. It's a beautiful two-story, four-bedroom house that overlooks a lake. It's a view you must see because you seldom have the chance to buy choice property like this at your own price. For more information, call Lewis Co-auction and Realty at 479-2144. Lewis Co-auction and Realty, 479-2144.
Good morning. It is 7:21, 21 minutes after 7 o'clock. A couple of traffic situations that you need to be aware of. A serious accident on Interstate 59 earlier this morning. A tractor-trailer involved and has a big mess on Interstate 59. Now then, if you're traveling to southbound, you will exit at Trenton and go to Highway 11 and use that for a detour. If you're coming northbound on 59 from Alabama, you will exit there at Valleyhead. You also will use Interstate, or rather Highway 11, to make it to your destination. And then repair work to the bridge and the ramp from I-75 northbound to 24 westbound. You may experience some closures this morning between 6 and 9 a.m., so it will be now until 9 a.m. this morning. The roadway on I-24 eastbound to I-75 northbound that passes under the bridge that's being repaired may experience closures for up to 1 hour. There will be police there, so drive carefully if you're coming on 24 westbound. You may experience some closures there. Also, from 75 into 24 eastbound, you may also experience some closures there as well. That's a look at traffic here on US 101. Chattanooga's most accurate forecast. Here's US 101.
Some part of his clothes, I know I'd be healed. My sins all forgiven.
His birthday's not...
Who say God does not exist. They claim that I can feel His presence in my heart. He does not live. But if there's no God, then explain a mountain. If there's no God, then explain the sea. Tell me there's no higher power. Then I'll tell you what Jesus did for me. He took upon Himself my sorrows. He took my own desires away. He placed my feet on a rock that's stable. He lives and breathes. He's alive today. So if there's no God, then explain a mountain. If there's no God, then explain the sea. Tell me there's no higher power. Then I'll tell you what Jesus did for me. Let me tell you what Jesus did for me. All I could recall was a life not worth living, but instead of finding fault, Jesus said I was forgiven when I tried to remind Him of my mounting debts. Then I remember that my God forgets. It slipped my mind for some time that His grace is still sufficient. I had no recollection of His mercy and forgiveness. Satan tries to revive all my past regrets. Then I remember that my God forgets. God told me I was worthy. I said, that must be wrong. Could you have mistook me for a much more holy one?
one. After Satan's accusation, it took so long to accept, till I remember that my God forgets. It slipped my mind for some time that His grace is still sufficient. I had no recollection of His mercy and forgiveness. Satan tries to revive all my past regrets. Then I remember that my God forgets. It slipped my mind for some time that His grace is still sufficient. I had no recollection of His mercy and forgiveness. Satan tries to revive all my past regrets. Then I remember that my God forgets. Satan tries to revive all my past regrets. Then I remember that my God forgets. Then I remember that my God forgets.
US101 in the Gospel Road, the Kingsman, and My God Forgets. That was a bonus record you were listening for. And on the telephone is caller 15. Hi, what's your name? Are you... Oh, wait a minute here. I have to push all the right buttons. There you go. Are you there now?
Yes, I am.
Hi, what's your name?
Ellen Schaefer.
Ellen, how you doing this morning?
I'm fine.
Well, good. Where are you calling from?
Cleveland.
All righty, here's what I've got for you. Hey, this is going to be real convenient for you. You live right there in Cleveland, and the singing's going to be right there at the Lee College Concerts Center. Now, you know where that is, don't you?
I sure do.
Well, good. I've got a couple of free tickets for you now. We're going to play gospel music trivia. Either I'll ask you a question, or you can ask me a question now.
All right, I have one for you.
Okay. You sound real anxious here, Ellen. I don't know about this.
Can you tell me how tall Faye Sims is?
Faye Sims. How tall is Faye Sims? Scenic Land Quartet.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what. He's a big one, ain't he? Now, why would you ask me this question?
Because I've already won a double album years back from this.
Did you really?
I sure did.
Well, okay. Well, you should know the answer, shouldn't you?
I do know that.
Well, I'm just... Huh?
I do know the answer.
Okay. I'll just have to take a wild guess, okay?
Okay.
I've been around Faye a bunches of times, and I know that he's a big one. He's a big old feller. I'm going to say he's 6'5".
Mr. Bowen, he's 6'4".
6'4". Well, he's settled in his old age, hadn't he?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, okay. I appreciate it. Good job, and I'm going to give you some free tickets now to go to the 7th Annual Thanksgiving Night Singing. The Kingsmen will be there, the Inspirations, the Perrys, and the Singing Cooks. You have yourself a big time, okay?
I sure will.
Hey, I'll tell you what else, Ellen. You told me you were on disability, didn't
right.
you? Well, I'll tell you what. Do you have, the Central Baptist Church puts on a play every year, and it's called The Book. It is a tremendous presentation. Would you like to have some tickets to that?
Well, sure.
Well, I'll be glad to give them for you. Now,
okay.
the play is free, but there's so many people that come, they ask you to have a ticket to get in, so I'll give you... you want a couple of those?
That'll be all right.
Well, is two enough?
Yes.
Well, okay, I'll give you a couple of them, too, as well, okay?
Okay.
Well, Ellen, I sure do appreciate it. Thank you so much for playing Gospel Music Trivia with me here on the Gospel Road. Congratulations. You have yourself a big time at the singing, okay?
Oh, I will.
Where's your Sunday morning place to be for your favorite gospel music?
The US101 with 10.
When the Spirit said come, I got up and went. There at an altar of repentance I knelt. In a little while, Jesus passed by, lifted the burden of sin from my life. I stayed right there till the battle was done. Then I rose up a shouting that the victory had come. I remember the time when the Spirit said come, I got up and went. I did not go when the singer had sung, when the offering When the preacher had preached, I stayed in my seat, stiff as a board. When the choir started singing, just as I am, I did not budge, I had taken my stand. Then something happened that got both of my feet walking right down the aisle. When the Spirit said come, I got up and went. There at an altar of repentance I knelt. In a little while, Jesus passed by, lifted the burden of sin from my life. I stayed right there till the battle was done. Then rose up a shouting that the victory had come. I remember the time when the Spirit said come, I got up and went.
Well, I do not remember what the sermon was about. Can I remember the preacher's name? I have my doubts. But I remember the time when the Spirit of God spoke to my soul. He called me by name and he listed my sins. Said, child, you must be born again. I fell on my face, felt amazing grace. How sweet the sound.
When the Spirit said come, I got up and went. There at an altar of repentance I knelt. In a little while, Jesus passed by, lifted the burden of sin from my life. I stayed right there till the battle was done. Then rose up a shouting that the victory had come. I remember the time when the Spirit said come, I got up and went. I remember the time when the Spirit said come, I got up and went. I remember the time when the Spirit said come, I got up and went. Got up and went.
US101 and the Gospel Roll. That is the Steels, and I got up and win. Good morning. It is 4 minutes now until 8 o'clock. Let me tell you about something going to be going on. The Nobleman and the Happy Harmony. Well, actually, the Nobleman will be singing today at the Eastgate Church of God, and that begins, well, I don't know. It doesn't have a start time, but they'll be there today. And then on November the 17th, Happy Harmony will be there. There's a couple of singings for you there at the Eastgate Church of God. A look at Chattanooga's weather forecast coming up next here on the Gospel Road and US101.
Listen, they're arriving daily.
Are you so happy? Some have even asked what kind of pill I take. Well, let me tell you, I